Welcome to Guzzlr.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Guzzlr podcast, and today we're talking about my likes and dislikes. And don't worry, it's not just going to be that I like cats and don't like Tories.
Hentai.
That's in there. We're going to delve into things that I've seen over the last 3 weeks. And I've been writing notes on my phone.
A lot of hentai.
Things that
a lot of Tories.
Yeah. Things that I really like and things that really, really annoy me. So how are we, gentlemen? Are we alright?
Honestly, mate, buzzing, yeah.
Yeah,
you should know that by now, though.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing. I've got 2 beers here in front of me today. Alfie, you got 2 as well. You're starting with a Carlin, and I'm starting with something called a Weizenbock. I'll upload that to Instagram because it's got an absolute mental label on it. It says it tastes of bread and banana, and it does, to be fair. It does.
It's just banana bread.
Yeah.
It's a throwback to episode 0.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, normally, I'd say generally me and you like the beers we have on here.
Yes.
Typically, I think me and you think, yeah, they're alright, they're not bad.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like we've started today, no spoilers, but...
Carlin and this crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Now, I've been really excited to do this podcast for about 3 weeks. I keep mentioning it to you lads. I keep just saying I'm so excited for this one.
He's still in his work clothes, so...
He's still in my work clothes. I've just gone from work. There you go. You can guess how the rest of the day went, can't you? Right, so I read an article from The Guardian about things that annoy people. It's a top 50 article, and it was fantastic.
How many of them do you think annoyed you, before you say anything, out of the 50?
50.
Really?
Because...
That is a good article, though, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, from their perspective, if you'd written that,
wait
annoyed,
till you hear
yeah.
the top 3 that I chose from that article, and then you compare it to my dislikes. It's fantastic, because none of my dislikes were actually on The Guardian's list, which is absolutely crazy.
So they knew things you'd hate you didn't know you hated?
Yeah, and
wow.
I don't know if we should word it like that, because the 3 I chose, right, these are on The Guardian's top 50 list of the most annoying things, okay?
Yeah.
Bullying. Not great, is it?
To be fair.
Yeah, bloody annoying, isn't it? Stubbing your toe.
To be fair.
Exactly. And the third one, this is my favourite. Getting mugged.
So, alright. So their article is just things you literally cannot not like.
Yeah, I'm surprised homicide wasn't on the list. Like, yeah. So
to be fair, I managed to stub my foot the other day.
How did
is that
you
a
do
thing?
that?
Can you do that?
What part of your foot?
I don't know if you can
stub?
do it. The whole foot. The whole foot. Whole thing.
Wow.
I stubbed the foot.
That is impressive.
Can you do that?
I think you've lost the word kick.
So, yeah.
That's why that baby went over the fence.
You stubbed your foot on a baby, yeah.
That makes way more sense.
Okay.
No, I did kick the table though, genuinely.
So, hang on, wait. Did you kick it with your toes, then the side, the other side, and then the top of the foot? And then just healed it for luck?
Oh.
Guzzlr podcast.
Right, so this list obviously features some things that aren't so ordinary. My list, okay? But these are real things that have annoyed me and real things that I absolutely love, okay? And I've heard these in about the last 3 weeks, okay? So I'm going to try and be positive. I'm going to talk about likes first. And the likes aren't just going to be also a list that I found. Things that people like the most. Cats, pizza and hugs.
Honest, I'm not that interested in your like list.
Oh, you wait. Cats, pizza and hugs came out top. But mine isn't like that at all, okay? So we're going to start
Can't even have
now.
hugs.
No, exactly. So I'm going to start my list, okay?
Right.
One of my most favourite likes is the smell of fish. I absolutely love the smell of fish. One of my favourite smells is walking down near the fishmongers in Tesco's. That smell is one of my favourites, okay? Now,
as far as jokes go, that is the lowest hanging fruit. I'm going to leave that alone.
Yeah, don't do it then.
Are you actually serious?
Oh, 100% serious. I love the smell of fish. I absolutely love the smell of fish.
I have physically, like, I can feel it. I've lost respect for you.
Well, I googled.
Disgusting.
I googled the top 10 favourite smells of the British
He definitely
public.
watches hentai.
Was fish on there?
Fish was on there. It was number 9.
Was it? Was it actually?
Well, sort of fish and chips.
So fish wasn't on there then.
So yeah.
This is like last episode. He said he's got a fact. What was it? It's like I've got a caterpillar fact. It's about wasps. This is that.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
People love the smell of fish.
Yeah.
Like, cooked and with chips, admittedly, but they love the smell of fish, mate.
Salt and vinegar, lemon.
So what do we think then are some of the best smells that people like? In the
Wait. What fish? I need to delve into this.
Cod?
Is there a specific
Oh no,
fish you like
my
the smell of?
No, just the fishmongers in general.
Just generally.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't associate it with good things, but the scent of Durex strawberry brings back some good memories.
That's a latex smell. No.
Wait,
Go
what
on
was
then.
the question? What do I think? Freshly baked bread.
Number one, exactly those words. Freshly baked bread's number one. What else do you think?
I'm
I
not going
really
to top
like-
that. Let's stop.
I really like the smell of bleach and like cleanliness.
When you think I'm weird? No, that's not on there, Declan. Surprisingly, there
He
was.
loves sniffing his bum.
You think the smell of fish is better than the smell of cleanliness?
Yeah,
Petrol? People love the smell of petrol.
I thought that'd be on there. It's not on there actually. I'll tell you the rest of them. So we've got bacon, freshly cut grass,
I was
coffee,
going to say bacon.
cakes, bacon
Nah,
in the oven.
if you're going around smelling freshly cut grass, you're either the most immune person to hay fever,
Groundskeeper.
or you're a psychopath.
Well, could be either one of those, Declan. Yeah. The seaside. I assume not understanding because that just smells like. Well, I don't know really. Freshly washed cloves. That's a good smell. A Sunday roast, fish and chips, and flowers. There we go.
Flowers is cheating though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because
So
it's just it's meant to smell nice.
my second one.
I don't think flowers smell nice at all.
No, I
yeah,
mean,
but you're a gremlin.
yeah, exactly. The second one on my list, and I think this is absolute wacky. This I don't know why I thought of this in the last 3 weeks. One of my favourite things in the world is in clock shops where all the clocks are the same time. There's a clock shop
Now-
in town.
Have you been watching 8 out of 10 Cats?
I watch.
Have
it,
you
I
ever
think,
experienced that?
Yes.
What?
The clock shop in town, all the clocks are the same, and it amazes me because when they must put them forward an hour, how do they do it?
It's almost
Yeah,
like they can tell the time.
Yeah. And if you worked in the shop, you'd sort that out because you couldn't live with yourself
in
otherwise.
the clock.
I think that's absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's the second Alice in Wonderland film.
Number 3 on my list is Irishmen.
You like them.
I absolutely love them. So
Now, listen, as someone with a
Physically,
very close
or-
friend who's Irish, he's the worst.
So I'm going to tell you a story. I don't
Was
think I've
that
ever
the
told you
dude
this
with
story.
the 2 penises?
Dick Willie?
Yes.
That's him.
It's because his name, I'm going to clarify this because otherwise it sounds inappropriate. His name's Richard Williamson, which shortens to Dick Willie. It's not because he's got 2 penises.
That's child abuse from a young age, isn't it?
You knew what I meant though, didn't you?
From preconception, probably.
Yeah.
They probably planned it out immediately.
So I met a bloke in a pub in Milton, just outside Cambridge, about 2 years ago, and I was there doing bingo, and I met this Irish
Oh,
bloke, and he
God.
was proper Irish, and his name
Yeah, almost born there.
no, but like wait to hear his name. His name was Dougie Kilpatrick. Okay. And he was just talking to me about different things. He was telling me all about his tattoos, and we was on like pubs, and I expressed the fact that at this time I was particularly looking for different pubs and looking to manage pubs and stuff like that. And he mentioned to me that he had a friend who went and worked out in Spain. She brought up an Irish bar out in Spain, and how she's always looking for workers and stuff. And he was just talking to me, and he was like, "You should go out there. You should go out there. You should go and work there. You could be like a vice manager. She's looking for a vice manager." And I was like, "Yeah, great." And he was smashed. He was like proper Irish smashed. And I forgot about it. And he added me on Facebook that night. Well, we'll sort this out. 2 weeks later, not even the next day, 2 weeks later, he messaged me on Facebook and was like, "I spoke to Kelly. She's happy for you to go out there. So if you want to book a flight, just message her. And she's happy for you to go out there. She said she'll give you a job." Oh. I'm a bit tied up at the moment, Dougie Kilpatrick. But, you know, I'll bear that in mind. And it was just a wacky experience of mine that 2 weeks later he actually came back to me, spoken to his friend, and was like ready to just hand over a job in an Irish bar to me. What a weird time. Go on, Dan, he's got his hand up. Go on.
Yeah, you know, you're a teacher. I have a fact.
Yeah.
Is it about
Did
Guinness?
you know? No. Do you know how long the worst hangover in history was?
What?
How long?
Is
Yeah.
this really the time? What? Go on. How long was the longest hangover? And have you had it?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah,
Who had that? How
much
Scotsman.
did he drink?
He drank sink. Well, it might have been sank. It depends.
How
what
do you
it's
verify that?
Blood
It's a very
alcohol
internal
levels,
thing,
I
isn't it?
assume. He drank 60 pints in
Mm. 60
one
pints.
night.
blimey,
Louis thinks he's onto that with his two
Yeah.
buds, mate. Now, my point is actually related to what you said, unlike Declan's fact. So your thing was that you like Irish people, but then your story was that you met one Irish guy that you liked.
Yes, I really like the Irish accent as well.
But how's that allowed you to encapsulate the entire Irish people into your bubble?
Because the story has an Irish bar involved. I just think it was a really good time. I was basically looking for my Facebook friends, and I found him, and I thought, well, I love Dougie Kilpatrick.
I don't like Deck's hand up thing. I'm not a fan of this.
You're right.
Yeah, there's a lass on TikTok called Tara McKibben.
Right.
That's enough of that.
And she's Northern Irish.
Was that the whole fact?
Oh, that was it.
That there's an Irish woman. If she's the only Irish woman on TikTok, that's a good fact. But otherwise, it's pointless.
Deck, have you heard of Graham Norton? Do you know who Graham Norton is?
Yeah, that gay fella with a beard.
The Irish one. So my next
That's
one
it.
is, I love this one. I don't know if there's much conversation about this, but I love seeing photos of no photo signs.
Why?
Huh?
Because the irony. You're not allowed,
You're allowed to take a picture of the photo
No,
sign.
you're not. Because the sign says no photos. So you can't take a... It's literally... I don't know why you'd even say that. It literally says on it, no photos. You can't take a photo of it.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. When it's on a wall, it says no photos. You can't take
Everyone
a photo.
knows that the only thing you're allowed to take a photo of is the no photo sign. Everyone knows
This is
that.
the best episode we've ever done.
To be fair, I spoke about Freetown. This is a quick diversion.
Yes.
No.
The anarchist place in Copenhagen,
Oh, yeah.
where they sell weed.
Yeah.
They have a lot of rules there. I forgot to mention they have loads and loads of rules of things you're allowed
But
to do
it's
there, and
anarchy.
you're not allowed to take pictures at all. No one's allowed to take pictures, which is quite interesting.
It's anarchy.
I've seen loads of pictures of the place, mate, but you're not allowed.
That is like, Alfie, the photos of the red light district. You can't take photos of red light district.
But they exist.
Anyone
Declan.
They exist. Hand up.
Does anarchy mean like you could get stabbed and no one would care?
No.
Like if you go over there, is there like a lot of crime in Freetown?
No. It's
Is
a
it
very
violent crime?
It's a very mellow, hippie place. Very, very.
But
mellow.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like hippie and punk, that is quite anarchist. But actually, they're all actually quite peaceful people, aren't they?
But it's a weird thing though, because apparently the locals aren't that happy about them selling weed and stuff. So I don't know
Move
who.
out of Freetown then.
It doesn't make sense to me, does it? I don't understand. Anyway, whatever.
Did you just say it doesn't make sense to me, does it?
It doesn't though,
so
does
you
it?
Say.
It doesn't make sense to me,
no,
does it?
No, it doesn't.
You know me better than I know me. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
So my next one is bathroom graffiti. I absolutely love it. I love
No, you
going
don't.
to a public
Bollocks.
bathroom and just
Bollocks.
seeing all of the...
Don't believe it.
What do you mean?
We should end this
No,
episode here because it's all a fucking lie.
I love going to the bathroom and just seeing the crap that people write on the wall
Why?
in pen. I think that's a great idea. No, wait, I don't mean it's a great idea. I mean, I like the things they write on it. When it's like, I don't know, blimey, you've been in Jesters. Just
I mean,
call
Jesters
Janice for
is, yeah, but
sex
Jesters
on
is someone else. man.
07. I think it makes me laugh. I love seeing the... And I used to like on the exam tables when you used to carve... I say you used to. I never ever carved my name, but I used to like just seeing the messages that people wrote to the future people.
Did
the
you?
future people. Exactly that, Declan. I used to enjoy it.
I hate
really
it.
used to
I
enjoy
hate
it.
graffiti. It's horrible.
Oh, no, wait. I don't like graffiti, but I really enjoy bathroom graffiti. And I wish
There's
more
a
people...
time and a place for graffiti,
Yeah,
and it's in the
and it's in
bathroom.
And I wish more people would come and do it in my house.
Do you think at your school there's much graffiti about you? Like Mr. Ayres's blah blah blah.
I've never seen any, but I hope there is. I really hope. And I haven't been in the children's bathroom. But,
Good.
you know, it's...
I don't know why you sound
yeah,
embarrassed about that. That's the first good safeguarding thing you've said in this podcast. That's
Yes.
good.
I really hope there is just some graffiti about me. I think that's a brilliant idea. And what my bathroom is missing at home is graffiti about, you know...
You should just graffiti it up.
Yeah,
You just do it, and then when your mum asks, you're like, "Well, me, mate." Could
It
be anyone.
was just missing that touch. It was just missing that touch, you know.
Declan, you alright? He's frozen with his arm up. He's got his arm up forever now.
He's frozen.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
All
That's
right,
a
fair
shame.
enough. Well.
well,
right.
move on.
That was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Right. Number 7. When people leave and they don't say goodbye.
We have, just for everyone at home, we have
I'm
carried on about
back.
that. Oh, he's back.
In fact, right.
Yeah, you froze with your hand up, mate. I thought you were just going to spend the whole podcast with your hand up.
Yeah.
They've ignored my hand up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk
I think it's
anyway,
a common thing.
and I'm
Go
going
on,
to
Declan.
say that I like graffiti. That's all I was going to tell them. But
good.
they've
Declan.
carried on without me, so I'm just talking over me on audio now. They can edit this in if they want. I don't really care.
Toilet
Okay.
graffiti
I'm
or
tempted to read it
graffiti
out.
in general?
Any, just turns me on.
You've actually said a relevant point, Dex. I'm happy to converse with you. on
Yeah,
that.
and I'm happy that you agree
Nah,
with me.
I
'Cause
like-
you usually agree with Alfie about things.
I wish like there was more graffiti in terms of like artwork graffiti,
Yeah, okay.
just everywhere.
That's what March is missing.
It'd just make everywhere more colourful,
But
wouldn't it?
I'd argue
Yeah.
art graffiti doesn't. That in the Venn diagram of toilet graffiti and art graffiti, the middle section's quite slim. I'd argue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, my next point. Now, I don't want to focus on this point because I don't want to cause any arguments. But I like that when I sing...
20-minute discussion loading.
Yeah. I like that when I sing, I sound like Michael Bublé.
All right,
I
move
beg
on.
your pardon? No. Perform.
Sorry, I missed out a word. When I sing, I think I sound like Michael Bublé.
So perform and we'll tell you if it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that it's not true because everyone tells me it's not true. And also the problem is when I sing to myself, it's like this paradox. When I sing to myself, I really do sound like Michael Bublé. But when I get on karaoke, I sound like a cat being dragged through a street.
You see, the thing is, I've now stood next to Nathan in a concert while he's been screaming along to Maroon 5. So everyone else now sounds like, genuinely, this isn't hyperbole, an angel.
There's something else. This is one of my favourite things. It genuinely was one of my favourite things about 6 years ago. But it's just coming to my mind
JLS.
recently. So which I sing this JLS. Imagine if that was it. And I take this shirt off and I got the jumper underneath. No, this is very niche.
You're
Yeah,
like the worst Superman of all time. The
JLS.
kids need cheering up. I'll get my JLS top out.
Yeah, and then imagine if you actually guessed that right. I rip my shirt open, it's got JLS, and I just go, everybody in love, go put.
You're right, Michael Bublé, I hear it.
Exactly.
We got him to
Boom,
sing
if I
that.
could high five you now. Right, this really is one of my favourites. So when I was looking at lists of things people like, so something came up that absolutely, it was amazing. It was called Granny Afghans.
I
Do you know what
thought you
Granny
were going
Afghan
to
is?
say something
I
very
assume it's
different then.
I'd assume it's an elderly Afghanistani woman.
No. A Granny Afghan is a rug.
What a
Okay, quite
twist.
thick wall. Yeah. And I saw that and I thought, wow, I didn't know that. And it triggered something in my mind that I realised, just like you said, Alfie, that I really like Afghan grannies.
Wait, we're not talking about the rugs anymore.
No.
You don't know any
No.
Afghan grannies?
No, but when you see them, I like they look real old and sweet in their little in their things. There was a few years ago. I think it was for Russia. They were called the Russian Grannies, and they were on Eurovision. And they sang a song. And they just look lovely and sweet. They always look really welcoming and sweet. And I just like that. And I even googled it. Google it. Afghanistani grannies. They're wonderful people. They
To be
look,
fair, though,
they look lovely.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
Google
agree
this.
with you. I think there's something that like elderly foreign women have that British women, elderly women, don't have. They have like a
when they're standing on their front porch with a fag in their mouth and a can of Stella.
yeah, exactly. Like, elderly foreign women have a really especially like Spanish grandmas. They're lovely.
Yeah, they do.
Just lovely people.
Louis, I googled
Yes.
Afghanistani grannies,
Yes.
and I'm gonna put the video in the chat now for you boys because I think you've been getting up to some not so nice things.
You didn't
But
put
while
it
you're
into
there-
Google, did you?
While you're there, Declan, Google Granny Afghans. Because there's a rug. It's absolutely amazing.
Is it a nice
So next
one?
one, I'm going to try and... it's alright, yeah. It is alright.
It's all right.
Yeah. But you'd expect a bite from the Middle East, for sure. Afghanistan.
Afghans.
I'm going to speed through these ones, okay? People who take random
They're
food
awful.
into cinema.
Wait,
Oh, the rugs, yeah.
I know you want to speed freeze, but you got to discuss. You like it
People
when
take
people take
random
random food in.
Yes, I saw Bridget Jones' Baby at the cinema.
Of course you
And this
did.
woman next to me,
Not the
she
film,
got in her
just-
bag...
Bridget Jones's baby.
I saw actual Bridget Jones' Baby. She was just there at the front, just sort of rocking it. Now, this woman next to me, she was written for a bag, and I thought, oh, she's getting like a snacks out. This was about 3/4 of the way for a film.
Yeah.
She brought out a Tupperware tub, right? Cracked open. The Tupperware sound of the lid peeling off of the thing. And she had a small round pot in there of cream with strawberries.
To be fair, that sounds
And
quite
there
nice.
she was. She was just dipping strawberries and cream in the cinema. And I just thought, this woman's ballsy. Like, she's got some balls. So I'm trying to popcorn. And she's got a freaking dessert. Like, she's freaking going
Did your
for
parents
it.
ever tell you that it's illegal to
fantastic.
take things into the cinema?
Yeah, well, you can get properly fined, can't you?
But
You
like
can get
the
really
cinema
fined.
near us, the one in, I swear there you can take what you want in there. I swear it's just like Cineworld and stuff where it's like in the rules you can't.
I don't know actually. I'm not sure.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure you can.
I think that
But surely,
deep down on their
if you
website
don't
of
sign-
the light, I'm sure it does say you can't take stuff. I don't think they'd ever challenge you for it.
I thought you could.
Tash took McDonald's in there.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing them say you can and thought that was really odd.
Maybe.
But I remember my mum telling me it's like illegal. Like the police are going to come and be like, "Oi, you can't eat them Tang Fastics in here."
I really liked that after Endgame, there was sort of like a gap in the MCU, and it wasn't on purpose. COVID happened.
Yeah, but it was Far From Home.
But there was Far From Home. Yeah, okay, sorry. That's what I meant. After Far From Home, there was sort of like a gap. And it's sort of like, there was that saga, and there's this saga. And I quite like that. They didn't all just sort of like blend into one. There is that gap, and I quite like that.
I actually do agree with you.
Because you'll always class that Infinity War saga, those 23 films I've mentioned. That's that, and this is the next lot.
But it's weird, like you say, it's weird that wasn't planned.
No.
That was a pandemic.
And I
Like
think it should
Falcon
be
Winter
from
Soldier
now
was
on.
meant to come out in like November or something crazy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But I like the fact that like WandaVision has started off. I mean, it was supposed to be like Black Widow and stuff like that. Yeah, but I like the fact this has started off a new era. This is the start of something new. I really like that.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
it wasn't planned, but I love that. And my last one, and I've got a nip for a wee after this, and then we'll quickly talk about beer. Being in a kayak. Okay, I love it. The first time I properly done it was last year. Good times, the sun, the
With me?
water, amazing. Yeah. It was a phenomenal time.
It feels
I
like
think
that
about
was
4 hours,
like
but it was
a few weeks ago. I don't know
yeah,
if
it
that's
does.
just me.
It actually does. But it was amazing. And I love that we stopped off for a pub. We docked down our canoe. The fact that you can be on a canoe or a kayak, you just tie it up to a bit of wood, get out, nip in a pub, get back in, sail further up, dock it again, have some grub in a restaurant, and get back in. I think that's absolutely fantastic. More people should kayak. We should make rivers in our town and kayak.
We
have
Then
a
it's
river
where
in
I'm
town.
going.
Bellend.
Like we have a river throughout the town. The town is split in half because there's a river.
It's actually a famous river.
It is. It's the 7th longest one in the UK. However, but I'd
not why
rather
it's
more of our
famous.
roads. I would rather step outside of my house, kayak to work, dock up, or kayak to the pub, dock up, have a pint, get back in, and kayak home. Right, ladies and gents, I'm nipping for a snash very quickly. You won't notice that because I'll edit it perfect. I might even edit myself out saying this. Right, so beer very quickly and wine. So Alfie, you always having a Carlin? Do you like Carlin?
No.
No, I fine.
Horrible.
And I had this
absolutely horrible. I said to my
Weizenbock.
sister, "Get me whatever's cheap," and she got me this. And we ain't seen her in weeks. I kicked her out. Don't know where she's
I don't
gone.
blame you. I too, Buzzo, I absolutely love, but this is a Weizenbock, and it's like a banana bread beer. It was actually, I didn't like it at the start, but I got used to it. It was very, very nice. And we're going on to one now, which is called, what's it called, Alfie?
What's it called?
The beer we're about to drink.
Oh, good question. More,
It's called More.
sir.
Stout.
No, that's more beer
It's
company,
it.
but I don't know what the beer's actually called.
I don't know.
Don't know, it says it's roast-
called live
roasty.
beer? Live beer, it says here. I don't know what live beer means. There's literally fish swimming in my beer.
Coming at you live.
You and fish.
It's the fish.
He loves fish.
That's the thing. Declan, what about you then with your wine?
Oh.
Also, actually, wait. On the back of this beer, it says the word beer in about 7 different languages, and I'm really happy about that because if I was in Germany, I'd pick this up thinking it was a bloody can of water or something. Especially as the first ingredient is water. Go on.
You know, beer in German is just beer, but with an I instead of an E.
Yeah, so I'm drinking. I can't read. It's a wine by Chasseau, a French vineyard. It's called the Muscadet. It's 2019. The description reads: this fresh and creamy wine has a unique texture that comes from the wine being kept in Sully or on the lees. Melon bee grapes provide ripe fruit flavours, perfectly complemented by fresh, citrusy lime notes. Store in a cool dark place. It's alright, actually.
Did you say
So
creamy?
we'll talk, I haven't tried this
Yeah,
creamy.
it doesn't taste creamy. It's very dry.
I don't know why these alcohol places seem to think creamy's a good descriptor.
Yeah.
Like the beers do it all the time. I don't want
Yeah.
creamy.
I don't creamy beer. No, no.
Creamy's not a good thing.
And they use milky sometimes. I'm like, they're literally the
Yeah,
worst possible
I
thing you
don't
could say.
want that.
I
That's
No.
not what you want.
However, I prefer the texture of this wine to the taste. So if you're into that sort of jazz, go for that.
We'll talk about. I haven't tried this stout yet, so we'll talk about that further on at the end of the podcast. Okay, so the things that I don't like and annoy me. Number one, kayaking. Okay.
You've just said that
Kayaking.
you like that, right?
Liked it.
Yes. I'm in two minds.
Clearly.
Could have warned me.
But is this going to be a repeat of your like list, but backwards?
Yes, backwards. Yeah, I'll imagine that.
I
twist.
hate bathroom graffiti.
The terrorists.
I'm meant to be going to the toilet, but I keep getting distracted. Just can't help myself. Next thing you know, I'm covered in feces.
The reason I like kayaking is because I don't like river birds.
Oh, the swans.
Specifically
Yeah.
swans.
Illegal, isn't it?
It is illegal to be in a kayak. You are
No.
absolutely correct. Illegal to murder a swan. It is illegal to murder a swan. However, Declan, I don't think... Have you been in a kayak, Declan?
Yeah.
Have you been around a swan in a kayak?
Nah.
In springtime, when they've just given birth to their babies, I have never been more scared in my entire life.
Yeah,
because
but
they're very
To
protective.
be fair,
if you- even if you're about
scared
100
of
yards-
things, like swans.
Yeah,
swans
but no,
are a bit-
seriously. Even if you're 100 yards away from like the swan, it will come up to you and like get its like wings out and its neck out. And honestly,
Yeah, I've seen a swan
it gets
before.
ready to just yeah, all right. It gets ready to peck you to death. Like,
Be fair, though,
I
mate.
witnessed it twice, and I straight out said, if that swan comes near me, I will happily.
I did. I told you not to kick that swan thing. I literally said to you, Louis, do not kick that swan's child.
He didn't kick it. He stubbed his foot.
He stubbed his foot.
That's it.
He
yeah.
stubbed his foot on the swan thin's neck.
To clarify, I didn't do that, but I would. To be fair, I'm not even joking. If that swan came near me and started to attack, I would have beat it. Like I just would have.
You were literally sobbing. You had your eyes shut. You were sobbing.
I was absolutely
Elfie!
terrified because the people we went. I'm not joking. The people we went with. I was watching this swan rear up and getting ready. Like its head was back. It was getting ready to dart towards him, and I was on the other side of it, and I was just going, no. I was
I'd like to point
absolutely
out as
terrified.
well. There was people like on the banks as well, just like chilling by the river, just
Watching
pissing themselves at you. Yeah, they were loving it. They're absolutely loving it. They were like, that kid's
It's
about
awful.
to get murdered by a pack of swans.
Yeah, it was awful. Right, next thing is weather and food on social media. I don't know why, on days that it snows, I just scroll for and people say, it's snowing outside. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it's a rare event.
And why
innit?
do
It's
100
like
people?
If a volcano started blowing up, wouldn't you record it? Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I
that's
think there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, but no, actually, to be fair, then, if a volcano is blowing up,
If
and
you
I
saw
said,
a
"Oh, it's
whale do
recorded,"
its little thing with
I'd
a tail,
probably
wouldn't you
just
record it?
yeah, because that's great. A volcano blowing up, I'd probably just like try and get away and panic.
You're such a
But snowing,
pessimistic.
why
Why can't you
100
just let people enjoy themselves?
And what I hate on Christmas Day when people put photos of their Christmas dinner,
You-
Jesus Christ, none of them look good either. They're awful. None of the. This is the things that annoy me. None of the things look good. I don't care about your dry chicken breast sitting there next to your peas. I don't care. I don't know why.
It's better
I don't
than
know
a
why.
creamy
And
chicken
also,
breast, isn't it?
the worst possible time is if it's snowing on Christmas Day. Then I've got to put with both snow videos
Never
and
seen
Christmas dinner
Christmas Day.
videos. Jesus Christ. Third actually. When people say, not my sort of thing, that pees me off. That pees off.
Why?
Have you seen that film? Not my sort of thing. That. How do you know? You haven't seen it. How do you know it's not your sort of thing? Jog.
Oh, I see.
It so annoys me. Have you?
So if they've seen it and then they say that weren't my sort of thing, that's okay.
Fine.
That's what I thought you were angry about.
Oh,
like,
no,
people having opinions.
No.
They can't have different tastes to me.
Let me think of like. I was trying to think
Yeah,
of
but
film.
like to be fair, say right, says like The Notebook and all that. They're based off like Nicholas Sparks books, right?
Yeah.
Like I know for a fact Nicholas Sparks, any film that comes out, that ain't my sort of thing. I ain't seen it, but I know that ain't my sort of thing.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
He's done you there.
Fine.
I ain't
But
a romance boy. That's not my fault. I'm not saying you
say-
should. I'm not saying you should stop liking romance.
No.
No, I love it to be
But
fair.
ain't my thing.
Say. Not that it is.
I'm
but
a
say
killer
The
for a good
Notebook is
rom-com.
credited as the best film ever made. Look at right
Yeah.
about this. This is
Hey,
amazing.
they're an idiot.
This film is absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal, and everyone's talking about it. Right, and I'll go to you and I'll go. Have you seen The Notebook recently? Just to clarify, The Notebook, no. But I'm going to use this as an example.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Notebook?
Yeah, I
It's
watch it every
absolutely
night, mate.
amazing.
That's what puts me
Yeah, I
at
bet
sleep.
you. To be fair, then I bet you do. But
Nah, but I do love a good
I
rom-com.
go, have you seen The Notebook? Like, this is absolutely phenomenal. The acting, the script, everything about it, the director, it's phenomenal. You should
I
really
do
watch
love
it.
Rachel McAdams.
Not my sort of thing, that. Well, hang on, but it might not be your sort of thing, but how about you watch it or give it a go, because it's phenomenal. And people are really preaching about how good it is. It's really
I'm
good.
really pissed off
Not
that
my sort
Will
of thing.
Ferrell
No,
got
but
to
give it a
snogger
go.
in that weird Eurovision film.
Say that bit again?
I'm annoyed that Will Ferrell got to snogger in that weird Eurovision film.
Oh, Rachel McAdams.
He's obsessed with Rachel McAdams.
I do really love Rachel McAdams.
My next one. Michael Gove.
That and who's the fella out of Mamma Mia?
Rishi
There's a
Sunak?
lot of them.
Nah.
There's a lot of them.
Nah, the funny short one.
Colin Firth?
No, the woman.
Warwick Davis.
Amanda Seyfried?
No,
A woman?
The older
You
one.
literally said a woman. Meryl
I don't know.
Streep?
The short one.
I know
Julia
who you
Roberts.
mean.
That's him.
What about
Love
her?
her.
Okay, right. But
think
at
she's
the moment,
brilliant.
I'm talking about Michael Gove.
Let's not talk about Michael.
Let's talk about Julia
No, I
Roberts.
agree.
Did you know on the set of Mamma Mia?
I really like Julia Roberts, and she'd be on my like list. But
Did you know
Michael Gove?
on the set of Mamma Mia, right? They just got absolutely smashed like all the time.
I didn't know that, but I could give a good guess.
Like
I imagine
that's
it
all
was
they
a fun
did.
thing to
They'd
film.
wake up hungover, start filming, get drunk, go to sleep, wake up hungover. That's all they were doing on a Greek island for months.
Who told you
I'll
that?
the cast.
Julia.
So I really want to start a petition to be in the Mamma Mia 3 film, so I can just drink with Julia Walters.
You know what?
This is
We
the
could
official
try that.
start. Don't cut this out. Let's
No,
get a
I
movement.
won't.
Let's get a movement
Right.
going.
Declan to
Can't
be in
act.
Mamma Mia 3.
Yeah, but I want to get drunk with Julia
We'll
Walters.
sing. Louis sounds like Michael Bublé. Should get him in it.
Yeah.
That's what auto
see?
tune's for. That's what all the actual singers do.
To be fair, they didn't auto tune Pierce Brosnan, did they? They literally let him be as bad as he could be.
They let him burn.
Yeah. Right, the next one is children who run around restaurants. I hate it.
Oh, yeah.
When you're in a restaurant and children just
Seconded.
run about, I absolutely hate it. No matter if it's a pub or a restaurant, just children running around, I absolutely hate it. I was in a restaurant once. It was in a hotel.
McDonald's.
We was in this hotel, and this lad, he constantly just wanted to run around airplanes all the time around section. Just sit down, like just stop being an idiot. And then this bit, and this is a very big memory of mine. He went up to the bit in the morning with all the bread for toast, right? And you obviously pull the top 2 slices off, don't you? And then you put it in the toaster.
Did you
he
put a
did.
bottom slice?
Close. He pulled about 8 or 9 slices, put them under his chin, and then got the next slice, and put it in the toaster, and got these ones, and put it back. Are you feral? What are you doing? You imbecile. You absolute... Right.
Do you remember when did I tell you that story about that down?
Oh, you got to say it. You've got to say it now. You've got to say it now.
Do you remember me telling you that?
I do remember that. I remember that very
When
clearly.
was
Go on.
that?
I can't remember.
When me and Lucy went to Morocco, there was this kid, and he was on his own with his sister. And to be fair, they were not like young. And I can't remember what he did. He
12.
like smashed a plate. Was he smashed a plate?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I was raging to Lucy. I was like, what on earth is wrong with that kid? How on earth has he managed to drop that plate? He's not even young. He's like 8, and he's managed to drop a plate. What an absolute freaking idiot. He turned around, he had Down syndrome. I was in such a massive rant. I was like, what an absolute little prick. He's disabled, mate. Yeah. It was like
You
It's
should
like in
have.
between us.
You should have stood up and said it.
I've ever heard.
Bless him.
Oh, that's the greatest thing
I did feel bad.
that's ever passed through my ears.
I hate when companies and people add words to other words just for the hell of it, just because it's like a marketing thing.
You do realise that's how sentences are
Right,
made.
I'm going to give you an example.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the moment you're describing sentences. That's exactly
No.
what I was going to say. You are describing sentences.
drove
at the moment.
past-
I hate words after other words that give a meaning within context.
And then there's a full stop at the end and a
stand it.
capital start at the beginning. Disgusting.
I drove past Greg's the other day, and they were advertising their vegan sausage roll. Right. I also hate
Greg Jordan.
vegans, but we'll get off that. I don't.
Again, this is just the name of a product. Like this
They
is
had
how,
the
how
word
things work.
good, but they mixed it with the word vegan, so it said "ve good." I hate that. That doesn't
That is
say
bad,
"ve good."
actually. That is actually.
That says
But that's
Vejude.
just because it doesn't.
that says
work very
Vejude.
well.
That doesn't say "ve good." That's
But
Vejude.
that is just a bad example of it, right? Because like, you can do
They're
it,
all
like,
bad examples.
Veganuary. No, but like veganuary's alright. That's
It
alright.
is,
I think
that's
that
not
works.
bad.
And
But
really,
be good,
a lot
that's
of
Vejude.
our words. A lot of our words are mixes of other words. Like a lot of the Latin.
I don't mean can't
like
and cannot.
bifocal. Bifocal works. Latin.
Yeah, so does can't and won't
Latin.
and won't and don't. But Vejude doesn't. Macrons and macaroons.
Right.
What?
One's
Really
the French
annoys me
PM and
when people
the other's
say
a snack.
macaroons when they're referring to a macron.
Yeah,
They're two
because that's
different
the French
things.
Prime Minister.
No, you are correct, but a macaron or a macron is like the little
I've
like
never
puffy
gone.
thing.
I have
with,
never
like, some
gone
cream in the
anywhere
middle.
and they've called them macaron.
Macaron. A macaroon is a coconut
Show me your
thing.
banyo.
The only
Wait,
establishments
what?
I've
A
seen
macaroon
macaroons in.
is a coconut tart.
Like
A
weird
macaron?
colours, like blue or red.
No,
or...
Yeah.
that's a macaron. That's a macaron.
Nah, what are you on about? Nah.
A macaroon is a coconut.
Nah.
It's full of coconut and it's
No.
like cooked on top. No, it is. A macaron
This is like
is the
sushi
coloured things.
sashimi that me and Dick had the other
Oh,
day.
They're
yeah.
two completely different things.
Sushi's
A
nasty.
macaron is a coloured thing. A macaroon is the coconut tart sort of thing, and it annoys me so much.
So I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And
I think people just don't
recently-
know that though.
And this one really annoys me. Foreign film clubs.
I thought you were going to
Okay.
say
But wait,
people.
but it's not the fact that they're foreign film clubs that annoys me. Recently, I have seen a foreign film club, right? And they advertised the first week's film and the second week's film.
So do
Their
you
first
hate
week's
like
film was
the Golden
Ratatouille.
Globes?
Their second week's film was Coco. They're not foreign films. They're films set in foreign locations. Might as well get Pirates of the Caribbean and the Bourne Identity in there as well then, shall we? That's not a foreign film club. That's an abroad a film club. That's just films set not here. We might as well do
Again, though,
American
you're not
Pie
just
while we're
annoyed.
at it.
You're not just annoyed at one film club you've seen.
Yes, that specific film club.
Not like the Golden
what-
Globes because it's done by the
No,
Hollywood
what I'm
Foreign
annoyed
Press.
is- I'm annoyed. No, but when to be fair though, Declan, when they say in the Golden Globes, when they say this is the best foreign film award, they don't go, "Oh, we're American, so the King's Speech done all right." They do actually give it to like
Parasite and
Asian
shit like
films
that.
stuff like that. This one was Coco and Ratatouille.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought
if
they were playing
all-
them
all
in
you've got
French
to-
and Spanish.
All you've
Or
got to
Portuguese.
do, I was going to say, all you've got to do is change the language, innit?
I get what you mean, mate. I
Might
get
as well
what
watch
you mean.
American
I never
Pie.
thought about it, but I get what you mean.
Right. And people who say they like James Bond films but they just like the Daniel Craig ones. You don't like James
I love
Bond.
James Bond.
I
You
hate
just
it.
like
Mate.
Daniel
That
Craig.
Spectre,
You don't
brilliant.
like
James
Skyfall, brilliant.
Hate it.
Casino Royale, brilliant.
Hate him.
Never
just
seen
like
any
Daniel
others.
Craig. Yeah. And then whenever I go, but like Roger Moore, his films are great. Oh no. Have you seen it? No, I haven't. No. Like, well, you can't comment, then, can you? Because James Bond was set up as this spy that was like, it was quite cliched with all the cool gadgets and stuff, and he was like this real gentleman and stuff, despite the fact he raped someone in one of the early films. But it's like this, he's like this gentleman. But now it's just like, you might as well watch Bourne films and Mission Impossible films. You don't like James Bond, you like Daniel Craig. That's what you like.
I don't like
You
either.
haven't seen any of the Pierce Brosnan films or the Roger Moore films. The Roger Moore ones are absolutely fantastic. Man with the Golden Gun, and Sean Connery with Dr. No and stuff. They're absolutely fantastic, and they're so different to the Daniel Craig films. You don't like James Bond. You like Daniel Craig, and also Daniel Craig is the worst. Daniel Craig
I've only
he'd
seen
rather slit
Skyfall,
his-
and yeah.
The thing is,
Daniel Craig said he'd rather slit his wrists than do another James Bond film. They said, "Would you like this much money?" He went, "Oh yeah, fair enough." And then he's
the
done
thing
it.
is, Daniel Craig's best performance is in Knives Out. So what's the point?
Yes, it is by far. Next one is unrealistic
Yeah, it's
serving
annoying.
sizes. Cakes,
You want?
birthday cakes.
Oh, what, when you get like
There's a
that
Spider-Man
much?
birthday cake. Yeah, Spider-Man birthday cake, about yay big. You can't see that, but it's what you ought to do at home. And Alfie and Daniel, you can do it with
You
me.
had that for your
want you
fourth
to make-
birthday party last year, didn't you?
I did, yeah. My fourth birthday. I want you to both make L's with your hands and draw them together. That's about how big the cake
Oh,
is.
fuck, I spilled the
I hope
wine
you're
on
all
my
doing
bed.
that at home.
Hang on.
And that cake,
My fingers are 2 meters long each. So it's a big cake.
well, use mine as an example
Lucky
then.
Lucy.
It's about as big as my face, slightly smaller. And they on the box it says that's got 36 serving sizes. That's funny because if I cut it up, there'd be about 6.
Yeah, that is
Oi.
true. I'd eat half that.
Oi, and
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
the point? What? Just to add on to this, what's the point of them little cakes that are literally this big, right? Because it just makes me feel fatter because I've eaten a whole cake, when in fact that's just a serving size of a bigger cake.
This is why I'm fat.
You just buy the
In my
smaller
fridge,
sizes.
That's
this
what you
is
eat for
literally
lunch.
not related in any way. I've got a double-decker pizza.
Oh, that sounds sick.
There's a
Where
pizza
from?
base, then there's barbecue sauce in the middle, and then there's another pizza base, and then on top of that's the cheese and all that sort of
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Where?
Where
Where
on earth is
from?
that
From
from?
Iceland. But if I eat that, I am just eating 2 pizzas.
Oh, mate, there's a nice one
That's
down the road.
fantastic.
Yes.
It sounds amazing. You should get one.
I
Right,
eat
my next
pizza
one
on Sundays. I'll
Isn't
get
this
that.
actually? This really does annoy me. I don't know how long we are at the moment, but we're going anyway. When a box says, when you buy a box of food and it says on it, best before end, which obviously means you've got to look at the end of the box to see the best before. I've got this far. You might as well just tell me the rest of the answer instead of putting the word end.
Why? It's not a puzzle. I don't know why you're so annoyed. This isn't like a
But honestly,
riddle.
when you're looking for the date and you go, oh, there we go, best before end. Well, and then I've got to find the other bit in the box and goes, best before, and it tells me the date. Instead of putting best before end, just tell me the damn date. Why are you telling me the end?
You always end up
Why are
ignoring
you
best
telling me to
before
look at the end?
dates anyway.
You've already written. Yeah, fine, but you've
Have-
already told me best. You've already written best before.
Have you-
Just tell me the.
Have you ever noticed that when it writes that on the label, it's normally etched into the box, right? But what if the label fell off during transit, and then there would just be some random numbers on your box?
Exactly. That is absolutely awful. Exactly. So they should just write it on the box that says a best before end. And also, there is cheese called Armageddon cheese, right? It's a lovely cheese, right?
Yeah,
It
but-
literally says best before end. It's
Hang
called
on.
Armageddon cheese.
No, right.
Armageddon, best before end. Great,
They
cheers
had
for that.
they had to tell people to not eat laundry pods. They've got to tell people where to find the best before end on the box.
He's got a point.
Why have they got to tell people where to see? No, they haven't. They've got to tell people where to see the best before date. I've
People
already found where it says
hate
best before.
laundry
Just finish your
pods.
sentence without putting the word end.
Your entire
Imagine-
argument is invalid. People ate laundry pods, so they had to tell
No, it's
them
not. Shut up.
not to eat them. In a world that lives,
Yes,
if
they
someone
can do
can't
that.
find a little date on a big box, then tell them where it is.
No, that's not my point.
Yeah, but
No,
Louis saying if they've already
Because the
found that,
date-
they've found the date.
Yeah,
they should just put it there.
yeah, but what if they couldn't find it?
When you're What you're doing?
They've already
no,
found
no.
it. That's the point.
I'm looking around this bottle, Declan, right? And he goes, "Oh look, look, best before end." Now I've got to look round at what end it is.
But
right, it's fine. When I've already found best before, it might as well say
What if
March
the label
2021.
fell off?
But you said they etch it in. Etch it in then.
So tell them where the etching is.
When people turn down their car radios so they can see better.
No, you've
When
got
you're
that
coming to a
wrong.
junction,
That's
or you're on a
common
roundabout,
psychology.
and my girlfriend or my mum and dad. No, it's not. And they turn down the
No,
radio.
it is
So
because
you can have a look. And I go, "Oh, you turned on the." No, it's not them. Shut up. Listen to me. They turned on the radio, and they're at a junction, and they're looking, and I go, "Oh."
listen.
And they go, "You've turned
listen.
on the." I go, "You've turned on the radio."
What they're trying
And they go,
to
"It's
do.
fine. It's fine. I've turned on that so I can concentrate, but keep talking to me. Why have you turned on the radio then?
Shut
Are you,
up.
If you can't concentrate on two things at once, you shouldn't be driving."
It's that they're trying to concentrate on a lot, but commentate in the head, telling them what to do. If they're trying to listen to the f***ing radio and all they can hear is words, it messes up the auditory complex in the brain and their cognition disappears. So they turn down the radio so you can't hear the words, and then they can talk to themselves
As
through
a
the
science
process in
teacher,
their
I
head.
have to overrule.
No, you can do more than one thing at once. Imagine
No,
driving,
it doesn't.
Drive right. This is me driving right, and then a car beeps their horn. Imagine if I just took my hands off the wheel, my foot off the thing, and I was like,
Psychology
because I heard
has
a
shown-
noise. No, if you can't do two
one-
things at once,
No,
while
it
you're driving,
hasn't.
Listen to
No,
me.
it
you have to
hasn't.
put your foot on the
Right.
brake and the clutch at the same
I
time.
promise-
That's two
right,
things at
go
once.
away now.
You also listen to radio while you're using your indicators, watching and using the steering wheel. Shut up. Moving on.
They're different sensory
When a doctor
tasks.
asks
No,
how much I
listen to
drink.
me. Shut up to them.
Hang
You
on, I
know,
can't hear you, Dick. I'm driving.
The internal
mate.
voice. Exactly.
When a doctor says to me, "How much do you drink?"
You're dying.
Because just general change.
No, yes,
How
yes.
many units do you drink?
You're
And
right.
I
You're
go,
100% right.
I
yeah, and I
agree
go,
with you on
"Oh,
that one.
not a lot.
I don't know.
I don't know how many units I drink. However,
But
when,
like,
when he
right
says,
now,
yeah,
More
no,
than
but
you,
even now,
probably.
because I will. If we go back to last September when I was drinking like 4 or 5 every single day, now if the doctor said, "How much you drink?" I go, "Oh, not a lot," because in my head,
the problem is it used to be I'd go weeks without drinking and then I'd drink like loads, so I didn't know the answer. Whereas
Yeah.
now it is just I drink a lot all the time.
Yeah.
Don't ask me that. I know you're my doctor, but stick to your own business.
people who hashtag, right, while moaning about people hashtagging. So I saw.
Hang on, does this happen often?
Yes, so the other day I saw it said hashtag Biden cancelled. And I was like, blimey, what's he done now? He's only been in 2 days. And I looked, and
Right.
all that was hashtagging was people saying, "I don't understand why hashtag Biden cancelled was trending," but turned out it was just a joke. And other people were saying, people need to stop
I see what
saying
you mean.
hashtag Biden cancelled so people
Yes.
don't get the wrong idea. I'm like, you're adding to that by saying hashtag
I understand
Biden
you now.
cancelled.
It's like when you watch a YouTube video and all the comments are like, all these comments are saying so and so, but you can never find a comment that says so and so ever. Because all the comments are just saying, stop saying so and so,
Yeah.
but none of the comments actually say so and so.
Exactly. So
I
I
actually
never-
do agree with you. You're actually right. Yeah.
It was just, thank you. It was just annoying that people were like,
Yeah.
people need to
For
stop.
once.
You are correct.
Yeah. Okay, right, so my last one is shower curtains. I don't like shower curtains. I don't like the fact
Why?
that they're material and that they stick to your body
What
and
about
they
screen?
just like cling to you. Screen, fine. Not a curtain.
Okay.
I don't like shower
See, I
curtains.
prefer a curtain.
Do you? Why?
Because screens, you get like watermarks and stuff, don't you? Unless you do
They
like
are-
a little
mate.
squeegee thing.
Yeah.
Now I have my own place. I agree with Alfie because they're really annoying.
They're really annoying. I have one in my flat at Cambridge and it annoys me so much.
I
Like,
don't
do-
like shower
do
curtains
I-
when they cling to you.
One thing that does annoy me about the screens, especially now, right? Do I
Yeah.
shower before I clean my bathroom, right? So I have to apply all my products to a wet screen. Or do I go dirty, clean all my shower and all my screen and everything while it's fine and dry, but get in the shower after?
Just do it while you're doing it.
Yes.
Then it'd be wet.
Yeah, but you're fixing
I always
the
clean
solution.
before the shower though, because the shower cleans you up, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if you're dirty when you're cleaning, Because you're about to have a shower.
But then you're going to get probably dusty and dirty when you're cleaning.
Yeah, but you're about to have a shower.
Yeah, but even if... Yeah, but after then... But then the shower's dirty.
That was my likes and dislikes. I'll tell you what, this beer here, this stout, I thought it was lovely.
I thought it was alright. I thought it was alright.
Lovely. It reminded me of the smell of an old castle. Don't know why.
There you go then.
I really liked it. Declan, your wine?
Mate, I've been through the bottle.
Excellent.
Yeah, but was it nice?
Yeah, it's alright.
Would you recommend it?
No, actually, like I said before, the texture is better than the taste. The thing is about the taste, it tastes like a Chardonnay. Now, it's not from a Chardonnay grape, but it annoys me that it tastes like a Chardonnay, because I don't like Chardonnay. The thing is...
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Chardonnay. I don't really like Chardonnay.
I call Chardonnay the camel's wine, right? Because Chardonnay has 2 humps of taste for me. So you get the first initial bit, but on the aftertaste, the aftertaste seems stronger than what you get at the beginning, which is weird. So I call it the camel's wine.
Yeah. What animal has like 5 humps? Because the beer I had in the last week's podcast had about 5 different tastes.
That is true.
So I hope you enjoyed this either 1 or 2 podcasts. Yeah. Oh no, isn't next week the recap, or is that not recap?
Not a clue, mate. We'll let you know. It'll be on our Instagram. Check out our Instagram.
I hope you enjoy this podcast or 2 podcasts. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to this Guzzlr podcast.